Ever since I was a young boy, it was safe to say my heroes had always been cowboys. From trying to find a way into any rodeo event growing up, to begging my parents to pull out the old DVD player with Westerns, I consistently had a burning passion for the Western lifestyle. Hello, my name is Cooper Kline, your state FFA president, and this is Oklahoma FFA's Leadership on Demand.
Leadership on Demand is proudly presented by Oklahoma's Electric Cooperatives.
Today, I want to talk about a figure who didn't just ride through the dusty trails of the Old West on a screen. He defined what it meant to lead in a world and left behind some truly remarkable lessons. He's known by several names: Rooster Cogburn, Jacob McCandles, and George Washington McClintock, to name a few. That's right, I'm talking about John Wayne. To many, he was just a movie star, a tall, tough, and iconic individual. But to those who look closer, John Wayne represented a very specific type of leadership, one grounded in courage, conviction, and clarity of purpose. He didn't pretend to be perfect, and the characters he portrayed and the values he stood for helped shape not only an entire genre of film, but an entire generation's view of what it meant to forge a path of your own. John Wayne became a steady symbol of resolve and rose to prominence during a time when America was grappling with uncertainty, economic depression, war, and shifting cultural norms. That's a form of leadership that still resonates today. That style of leadership, determined and standing up for the weak, wasn't just acting for John. He only chose parts that aligned with his values: strength, loyalty, patriotism, and resilience. He once said, "Courage is being scared to death and saddling up anyway." That mindset defines what it means to be a true leader. Not someone who avoids fear, but someone who moves through it with intention and true purpose. What can we as modern leaders learn from John Wayne? We learn that leadership often involves standing firm when it's easier to follow. Character matters as much as charisma, and showing up, especially when it's hard, is often half the battle. He didn't just play a leader, he led the frontier of strong, values-driven leadership. As the next generation of agricultural leaders, let's remember these lessons from John Wayne. Number 1, true leadership requires courage in the face of fear. In our own lives, this means embracing responsibility even when it feels overwhelming, and choosing to lead through uncertainty. Leadership is not about the absence of fear, but the willingness to move forward in spite of it. Number 2, character and conviction matter more than charisma. While John Wayne was undoubtedly a charismatic figure, it was his values that made him a symbol of leadership. Wayne didn't chase roles for fame, but chose characters that aligned with his beliefs. Today's leaders can take this to heart. Lasting influence isn't built on popularity or charm, but on a foundation of consistent character and conviction. This is especially important in a world often focused on image over integrity. Number 3, imperfection doesn't disqualify you from leading. John Wayne wasn't a perfect man, and that's the point. This lesson encourages young leaders to step up, even when they feel unqualified or uncertain. You don't have to be perfect to lead. Growth, humility, and learning from mistakes are often key parts of leadership. So I leave you with this: what would it look like if you decided to saddle up anyway in your own leadership journey?